Hi, welcome back to another video. Feeling stuck in your muscle building journey? You're not alone. Many struggle to find effective ways to pack on muscle while juggling demanding careers. I fully understand the challenges faced by time-strapped individuals. So watch till the end of this video and I will share with you the 12 best tips to force your body to build muscle efficiently. Follow this structured approach, combining exercise, nutrition, recovery, and consistency. You will optimize muscle growth while minimizing fat gain and injury risk. But before we dive into all this, please do me a small favor by hitting the like button, subscribe, and sharing your thoughts or feedback in the comments below. Just before I share these tips with you, I just need to make you aware that these tips are generalized and may not be suitable for everyone. Do get checked out before you give them a try. First tip, strengthen yourself with compound exercises. First of all, compound exercises recruit multiple muscle groups in a single movement, resulting in greater muscle overload, and consequently, a greater growth response. This means you can work more muscle in less time, especially advantageous if you have a busy schedule and want to maximize training efficiency. Furthermore, compound exercises stimulate the release of anabolic hormones such as testosterone and growth hormone, which are essential for protein synthesis and muscle growth. Movements like squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, and bench presses involve large muscle groups, leading to a more robust hormonal response compared to isolation exercises. Another advantage of compound exercises is that they promote greater stability and coordination as they require the activation of multiple joints and stabilizing muscles. This not only improves performance in the compound exercises themselves, but can also increase functional strength and reduce the risk of injuries in daily activities. Next, when you train, aim to get close to muscle failure. When you train to muscle failure, you ensure that your muscles are being pushed to the maximum in every set. This means that you're recruiting as many muscle fibers as possible and stimulating them to adapt and grow to handle the overload imposed by training. Additionally, reaching muscle failure indicates that you're working near your capacity limit, which is a powerful stimulus for muscle growth. And this is because by hitting failure, you're pushing your muscles beyond their previous limits, forcing them to adapt and to become stronger and bigger. Well, it is like telling your muscle that it can't lift a certain weight and need to get stronger to do so. But remember, reaching failure all the time isn't necessary for every set and every exercise. These can lead to excessive fatigue and increase the risk of injuries. Next, incorporate more healthy fats and protein into your diet. Well, we all know that carbohydrates play a crucial role in the muscle building process, but we must not forget the importance of proteins and fats. The fats found in food provide a feeling of fullness for longer periods and are often associated with a more pronounced flavor. However, it is essential to choose sources of healthy fats. These include omega-3 rich fish like salmon, nuts, avocado, eggs, olive oil, and dark chocolate. In addition to being sources of healthy fats, many of these foods are also rich in protein, which is beneficial for muscle building and recovery. Therefore, increasing the consumption of these foods can speed up weight and muscle mass gain. Now, to promote muscle protein synthesis and maintain adequate muscle mass, a daily intake of 0.7 to 0.9 gram of protein per pound of body weight is recommended. Next, strength train more frequently. This approach can help build muscle faster, allowing you to stimulate more muscles more regularly, leading to greater muscle protein synthesis and increased hypertrophy. When you train the same muscle groups multiple times per week, but not the same muscle group on consecutive days, you provide more opportunities for them to repair and grow. Additionally, training more often allows you to distribute the total training volume more evenly throughout the week, meaning that you can perform a higher workload for each muscle group without overloading your body in a single training session. These can lead to greater progressive overload over time, which is essential for continuous muscle growth. Take a look at this 2016 study that supports the idea that training more frequently can lead to faster muscle gain. In this study, researchers compared the effect of training muscles twice a week versus 3 times a week on muscle hypertrophy. Participants were divided into 2 groups. One group performed full body workouts 3 times a week, while the other group did the same workout twice a week. Now, after 8 weeks, Results show that the group that trained 3 times per week experienced greater increase in muscle mass compared to the group that trained twice a week. Next, you need to focus on proper execution. You definitely know that person who goes to the gym just to feed their ego, always trying to lift more weight than they should with terrible form. When you focus on proper execution, you maximize muscle recruitment and minimize the risk of injury. Poorly executed movements can result in an uneven distribution of load between the target muscles and accessory muscles, which can limit the effective stimulus on the muscle groups you're trying to develop. Additionally, incorrect exercise execution can overload joints and connective tissues, increasing the risk of injuries. And that can set back your progress in the gym. So instead of focusing on how much weight you're lifting, it is more effective to focus on movement quality and the mind-muscle connection. This means controlling both the concentric and eccentric phases of the movement, maintaining good posture and using a full range of motion to ensure the target muscles are being properly stimulated. Remember, no one is going to think you are a better person just because you lift heavier weight. Next, reduce the amount of cardio. This is because if you do an excessive amount of cardiovascular training when your primary goal is to gain muscle, it can negatively interfere with your muscle gain goals. Too much cardio can increase calorie expenditure, making it harder to maintain the calorie surplus needed for muscle growth. And this is what we're going to talk about next. Additionally, intense cardiovascular exercises such as long-distance running can activate metabolic pathways that compete with those responsible for muscle protein synthesis, reducing the body's ability to build muscle. This can result in slower progress in muscle hypertrophy. Therefore, by reducing the amount of cardio, you can direct more energy and resources towards strength training and muscle recovery, leading to faster and more effective muscle gains. And this doesn't actually mean to completely eliminate cardio, but rather balancing its amount and intensity with your muscle building goals, prioritizing strength training as your main form of exercise. Next, maintain a calorie surplus is essential for faster muscle growth because your body needs extra energy to repair and build new muscle tissue after exercise. When you're in a calorie surplus, you're providing your body with more calories than it needs to maintain your current weight. That's basically why bodybuilders weight everything they eat to have control over the macronutrients in their diet. These additional calories provide the necessary energy to support muscle protein synthesis, the process through which muscle repair and grow after being damaged during training. These studies made it very clear that adequate calorie intake is crucial to providing the fuel necessary for muscle hypertrophy and maximizing strength training results. Next, consume protein in every meal throughout the day can help build muscle faster due to the continuous effect protein has on muscle protein synthesis, a process by which the body repairs and builds new muscle fibers. And it is maximized when there is a constant availability of amino acids, the building blocks of protein in the body. When you distribute protein intake throughout the day, you maintain a steady flow of amino acids in your bloodstream, which can promote muscle protein synthesis more effectively and consistently. This is especially important because MPS has a saturation limit after consuming a certain amount of protein. The body cannot use much more for immediate muscle building. Excess amino acids are used for other functions or oxidized. Take a look at this study, which demonstrated the benefits of distributing protein intake throughout the day. Next, consider taking casein before bed. These can help build muscle faster due to its slow digesting properties, which provides a sustained release of amino acid throughout the night. Casein is a protein found in milk and is known forming a gel in the stomach, which slows down its digestion and absorption. And this results in a gradual and continuous release of amino acids into the bloodstream for several hours. During sleep, the body enters a prolonged fasting state, which can lead to muscle breakdown if there aren't enough available amino acids. Consuming casein before bed ensures that the body has a steady supply of amino acids throughout the night, helping to prevent muscle breakdown and promote muscle protein synthesis. This process is crucial for muscle repair and growth, especially after intense workouts. Additionally, consuming casein before bed can increase overnight protein synthesis, maximizing the time your body remains in an anabolic state, a muscle building state. Next, use intensity techniques to increase stress and overload on the muscles, triggering physiological adaptations that promote muscle growth. First, eccentric training, for example, focus on the negative phase of the movement where the muscles lengthens under tension. This creates micro tears in the muscle fibers, stimulating a stronger repair and growth response. Isometric training, on the other hand, involves static muscle contraction, which challenges the muscles in a different way and can increase strength and endurance. Force reps extend time under tension, leading to faster muscle fatigues and additional stimulation of muscle fibers. So by incorporating these intensity techniques into your training, you increase the stimulus on the muscle, which can lead to more significant muscle gain in a shorter period. So these techniques can help to overcome training plateaus. However, it is important to use these techniques in moderation and with proper guidance, as they can increase the risk of injury if not performed correctly. Next, stay properly hydrated. Water plays several crucial roles in the muscle building process. First, it acts as a solvent, helping to transport essential nutrients like amino acids, vitamins, and minerals to the muscle cells, where they are needed for protein synthesis and muscle growth. Additionally, water is essential for regulating body temperature during exercise, ensuring that muscle functions effectively and minimizing the risk of fatigue and injuries during workouts. We lose water through sweat, which can lead to dehydration if not properly replenished. Dehydration can compromise muscle performance, reducing strength, endurance, and coordination, as well as slowing down post-workout recovery. It is crucial to drink water before, during, and after training to maintain proper hydration levels and optimize muscle performance. Staying hydrated throughout the day is equally important to ensure that your body can effectively carry out its metabolic and physiological functions. The Eat Well Guide recommends that people should aim to drink 6 to 8 cups or glasses of fluid a day. Water, low-fat milk, and sugar-free drinks, including tea and coffee. Next, consider taking creatine. It is generally safe for most people when taken in the recommended doses. It is one of the most researched supplements in the sport nutrition world, with decades of studies supporting its safety and effectiveness. However, there are a few considerations to keep in mind. Say, avoid if you have pre-existing kidney disease or a history of kidney issues. If you are unsure, talk to a healthcare provider. But for most gym goers, creatine is a low-risk, high-reward supplement. It is a compound that occurs naturally in the body and is primarily stored in muscles, where it plays a crucial role in energy production during high-intensity, short-duration exercises like weightlifting. First, creatine increases the availability of phosphocreatine in a muscle, which is used to regenerate ATP, the body's primary energy source during intense exercises. ATP depletes quickly, and the ability to regenerate it fast allows you to maintain a high performance for longer. This means you can lift heavier weights, perform more reps, and have more intense workouts, leading to greater muscle stimulation, and consequently, more muscle growth. Additionally, creatine increases intracellular water retention in the muscles, creating an optimal environment for protein synthesis and muscle growth. This increase in cell volume can signal the body to initiate adaptation processes, including higher muscle protein synthesis and reduced muscle breakdown. Creatine also helps improve muscle recovery. With more ATP available, muscle recovers faster between sets and workouts, allowing for more frequent and effective training sessions. Better recovery means less downtime due to fatigue or injuries, speeding up progress towards muscle gain. I hope you find the information provided in this video useful. Until next week, take care. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is free of charge but will help the channel to grow. If you're interested in improving your health and fitness or losing weight, if you suffer from or wish to prevent back pain, please take a look at my book, which is now available from Amazon worldwide. Thank you.